Gardaí in Dublin are investigating a stabbing incident in Tallaght yesterday evening in which a 25-year-old man died. Another man was injured. Kate Carolyn reports.
Gardaí were called to the scene at MacIlliam Road in Tallaght at around 7:15 last night. They found a 25-year-old man seriously injured. He was taken to Tallaght Hospital where he later died. A second man, aged in his 40s, was injured in the incident and is being treated for non-life-threatening injuries. Gardaí are appealing to anyone who may have witnessed the incident or were in the area between 6:30 and 7:15 or any passing taxis with dashcam footage to contact them.
The president of the Irish Medical Organisation has warned of a medical manpower crisis that is being exacerbated by the delayed presentation of patients who were not treated during the pandemic. Dr Ina Kelly told Morning Ireland that it would be shocking if scaling back services in some hospitals, as suggested by the Nurses and Midwives Organisation, was the only solution to overcrowding. Dr Kelly told this programme that the problem has been going on for years and that investment is not matching the needs of the sector.
When you've underinvested for generations, it takes a lot of heavy investment for a while in order to catch up, and we have never got to that point. So we've left the situation in an underinvested state, and we don't match it to the needs of the population. The population is getting larger, so we need more investment. Also, the population is getting older, and we need more investment for that.
A group representing the home care sector has said it's facing a recruitment crisis and has called on the government to allow for the hiring of workers from non-EU countries as a matter of urgency. Home and Community Care Ireland has said its members are close to reaching full capacity and cannot recruit enough staff for additional demand. Conor Hunt reports.
As the population grows older, the demand for home care services is set to increase. Currently, providers aren't allowed to hire workers from outside the European Economic Area. Joseph Musgrave from Home and Community Care Ireland says that means any expansion of services will be next to impossible, warning vulnerable people could be left without care in the future. He also said a recent decision by the Department of Enterprise to allow non-EEA care assistants to work in hospitals and nursing homes but not in private homes is discriminatory and contradicts the government's stated preference for home care. In response, the department said employment terms and conditions being offered by providers are a factor in the recruitment challenges faced by the sector rather than a labour market shortage.
A court in China has convicted a Canadian businessman of espionage and sentenced him to 11 years in prison. The case of Michael Spavor is seen as part of a wider diplomatic row between Beijing, Ottawa and the United States. The businessman was arrested in December 2018, just days after the Canadian authorities arrested Huawei executive Meng Wanzhou at Vancouver International Airport on a warrant from the United States over fraud charges. Her lawyers are still fighting the extradition case in the Canadian courts. Another Canadian citizen, former diplomat Michael Kovrig, is also awaiting a Chinese court verdict in an espionage case. Canada's ambassador to China, Dominic Barton, spoke to reporters after Mr Spavor was sentenced.
We condemn in the strongest possible terms this decision rendered after a legal process that lacked both fairness and transparency. Our thoughts are with Michael and his family during this difficult time. We've maintained from the beginning that Michael Spavor and Michael Kovrig are being detained arbitrarily, and we will continue to call for their immediate release.
The Afghan President Ashraf Ghani has flown to the besieged northern city of Mazar-e-Sharif to rally government forces as Taliban fighters continue to gain control of more territory. Reports say Mr Ghani arrived as the militants captured Faizabad overnight, making it the 9th city to be overrun since Friday. Fighting in Afghanistan has escalated dramatically since May, when the US-led military coalition began the final stage of a withdrawal set to be completed before the end of the month. Last night, US President Joe Biden said he doesn't regret the withdrawal decision despite the Taliban advances, but would continue to support the Afghan security forces with airstrikes and material supplies.
Afghan leaders have to come together. We lost death and injury, thousands of American personnel. They've got to fight for themselves, fight for their nation.
And now the weather forecast.
RTE Radio 1 weather with Grant. building a new home? Choose Grant's A++ rated heat pump and underfloor heating. Visit grant.eu.
A band of rain will move eastwards through the morning. Rain quickly clearing to sunny spells in the west this morning, following to all other areas through the afternoon with just the odd shower. Highest temperatures of 16 to 19 degrees.